Hi everyone, it's Erin and welcome back to my channel. A bit of a weird angle. I'm sorry if half of my face is a little bit dark today, but I've never filmed at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it seems that when I try to, I am battling the sun's glare off of my kitchen floor. So we're just gonna roll with this, and today I want to talk to you about the books that I plan to read this weekend. I finally have a bit of time and a bit of space between holidays and birthday parties to just sit and relax. So that is what I plan to do, and reading is my number one priority. And of the books that I have set aside for myself, the book that is of utmost importance because it is due back to the library the soonest is Greenwood by Michael Christie. This is a book that was longlisted for the Scotiabank Giller Prize, but did not make the shortlist, which I think is quite interesting, considering like all of the talk about the climate, and this being the only sort of book that is talking about specifically like what would happen if something happened, not in like a non-fictional sense, but just sort of an experience where it's too late, and what is everybody doing about it now. But you know, maybe the judges didn't really like the writing of it. I'm finding it very readable. But this is a multiple, it's not really multiple timeline, but we jump around in time. So we start in 2038 and then we move backwards to 2008, 1973 or 74, 1934, 1908, and then we bounce back outwards. So it's kind of situated like this. So we go to the middle and then we come back out. And I haven't gotten past the 1938 part where something called the Great Withering is happening, or has happened. Sorry. So we follow Jake, who works for the Greenwood Arboreal Cathedral. My apologies, had to spit that out, which is a company that has sort of taken hold of one of the only remaining forests in the world and has exploited it as a luxury vacation place. So Jake is a tour guide where she basically takes rich people who pay an exorbitant amount of money to see the trees around in a forest. And she has always loved trees. Working with trees was her profession, or would have been her profession, if trees still existed. So the Great Withering is something where bugs or parasites have come from somewhere and killed off almost all of the trees in the world. So we've seen this before, where a parasite comes from somewhere else in the world and a species of trees can't handle it, and so all of them end up dying and we lose that species. So that is on like a grand scale, and now the people who live in places without trees are in, you know, tall buildings where everything you could ever need is in them, and the air is filtered. Only the poorest of people have to live outside, which is awful, and people are dying. So that is, I'm not very far into it, but it just seems to be an incredible book. I'm finding it very readable and very sad and like somber, but also like just like interesting. So I'm reading that. And then I just managed to finish The Leopard, which means I can pick up Lampedusa by Stephen Price. This is a book about Giuseppe Tomasi. He was the last prince of the island of Lampedusa. And he also wrote the book The Leopard, which is kind of about the fall of the empire there. And so this is, I think, about him and about what it looked like to rebuild post-war Italy. I had not heard very much about this book until it was shortlisted for the Giller Prize this year, and then a number of people have talked to me or posted reviews really praising this book. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to read it now that I've read The Leopard and I kind of have a bit of an idea of what is going on in the area in which this book will talk about. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. It is, it's pretty long, but I'm excited nonetheless. It's about 300-ish pages. A little bit over 300 pages. I don't know why I said that was long. But I'm actually really excited to get to this now that I've finished The Leopard. And I am also hoping to read, because it's short and sweet, I'm a Truck by Michelle Winters. This, of course, is Brent's staff pick from my library, which is delightful. Thank you, Brent. But this is a Scotiabank Giller Prize finalist. I'm trying to read all of the books on that long list that the Giller Prize posted, which is every book that was ever nominated for the prize, or every book that ever made the long list for the prize. This is about a couple who are about to celebrate their 20th wedding anniversary when one member of the couple goes missing. The only thing found of them is their truck, and it's about grief and loss and moving on and having hope that, at some point the mystery will be solved, that your partner will come home. I imagine it'll be devastating, but I'm hoping to read it anyway. And those are the 3 books that I'm hoping to read this weekend. I might try to squeeze in some form of audio listening, but I don't know. I have a lot of reading to do and really not a whole lot of time to do it anymore. So yeah, let me know if you've read any of these books or if you want to. I'm curious to see what you think about Greenwood if you've read it. It's another book that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about lately, which is kind of a shame because I feel like I'm gonna love it, and of course I want people to tell me that it's great on the internet. But yeah, let me know if you have read any of these or if you want to. And I will see you soon with another video. Bye.